Wake the world, we're live on air. Truth and power everywhere. From pixel dreams to indie gold. Stories waiting to be told. Never give up and journey on. Power in play, our hearts are strong. Let the Odyssey rise. Let the Odyssey rise. Never give up and journey on. Power in play, our hearts are strong. Let the Odyssey rise. Let the Odyssey rise.
And welcome to the Odyssey, to another Nintendo or video game live news thing that I plan. Maybe I'm still doing tomorrow too. Welcome, guys, to another live stream for Nintendo live news and indie live news. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Today we have a lot of news to talk about today. A lot of exciting things have happened over the past 24 hours, and I cannot wait to talk about it because it's very cool. If you are new here, welcome so much. We are doing Monday through Friday live news here on the channel starting at noon, right? And so it can go all the way up to 2 p.m. And so, yeah, I just want to welcome everyone here in the chat for being here live. If you're here live, then welcome. If you're here on demand as well, then welcome as well, because, of course, we have this on demand on the channel. And so if this is your first live stream here, then we cover, we start with indie news, and we also cover Nintendo news. We are a Nintendo channel that is now covering indie news. If you guys know that I have a really big passion for the indie game industry, and so I wanted to incorporate it more into the channel. And so I'm now covering also some topics inside the world of indie games. This could be news. This could be something like a device where you can play indie games. It could be a game that I want to highlight, or a developer that might come over and talk to us for a little bit about their game. And so this is going to be the theme moving forward. And so yeah, it is 9:05 at where you're watching. That is awesome. I hope you have a wonderful time at work. And so hopefully the show makes the time go by faster a little bit, at least for the hour that we're here in the show. So welcome everyone. I'm right now trying to get this thing here to work correctly, because I normally have my chat here on this side, but it's not correct. So I need to go ahead and fix this real quick here. While I think I did. Yeah, I did. Awesome. All right, so it's fixed. Let me go ahead and confirm this here, and so that I can have my live stream chat here really big, because so that I can actually see it. All right, I got it. Putting that there. Thank you so much for your patience, guys. Appreciate you. All right, I can see you guys now. All right. So, again, once again, welcome to the live stream, my friends. We are streaming live on YouTube. We are on X. We are also on Facebook, and we are also on Twitch. So, I want to welcome everyone on X, everyone on YouTube, everyone on Facebook, and everyone on Twitch who is watching us live this beautiful morning or afternoon or noon, wherever you guys are watching from. So, I want to welcome you guys here to the live stream. All right. So we're going to get into the news right away. For those of you watching on demand, I don't want to keep you guys too long. Since this is the very first week, I'm starting every episode with a recap of what the show is about. And then next week, we'll jump right into the news. So this is just basically what I'm doing now. It's just for the first week, kind of recapping of what the show is about since we're new in this format. Then later on, we're just going to go straight into the news as we watch. For those of you on demand, you don't have to wait too long, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and recap. All right, my friends, so we are recapping of today's show. Every show will begin with the Indie Spotlight. Now, Indie Spotlight could be news. It could be something that I want to highlight inside the world of indie games, okay? Indie Spotlight could be a developer coming over, showing us their game. We could be talking about a specific topic, a specific game. It could be a review that I could give you guys in about maybe like a 5-minute review on an indie game that I played recently, which, by the way, I am going to go ahead and show you guys the review of Ruffy and the Riverside here on the show in a future show once that's ready. And so Indie Spotlight is for that. I encourage everyone to check out indie games on the eShop. I have another video coming up, the indie alternative to your favorite game. So if you love Mario games, I'm going to find you an indie alternative that you can also love and get, expand and know new worlds. If you love Zelda, same. You like Pokemon, same. There is an indie alternative to every game you love out there that you might like. Just, oh wow, I love this I like it because this is like Zelda. Plus it has this. Oh, I love this because it's like Pokemon, but it has this and this and this. And so I'm working on that as well for you. And that's going to be part of Indie Spotlight in the future. So Indie Spotlight. Then we got Nintendo News, which we talk about everything inside the world of Nintendo. Then we jump over to our Super Chat supported Q&A. And this is optional, guys. The Super Chat supported Q&A is optional. Normally the show would end after that. But if you guys want to keep it going, if you have questions, you can Super Chat your question throughout the podcast, throughout the entire show. And I will read the questions at the end of the show. If there are no questions at the end, then that is going to be it for the show. If not, then we have Super Chat questions here. We'll read them at the end of the show. It could be any questions related to what's been talked on the show, or if there is anything else you want me to bring up, or need my you have a question about a certain game, a certain rumor, you can super chat that question in there. And I'll go ahead and answer that. Odyssey Extra is just that. If you want to also extend the podcast, or not the podcast, I keep calling it a podcast, extend the live stream, extend the show, then you can also do that with the super chat of $20 or more, and that'll add 30 minutes. At that point, you can also say, hey, Mike, I want to play Mario Kart Deluxe. Let's do it. And we can play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, any game you want to play, we can play it on the live stream here, or we can just add another topic to that as well, or anything you want to discuss during that segment there. That segment is all yours. You extended the live stream, then you get to choose what happens in there as long as it's within the gaming realm. You know what I mean? So that is the show. Okay, we start with Indie Spotlight, Nintendo News. Optional again, Q&A. If we get any super chat questions in, it's optional. And then again, Odyssey Extra as well is also optional. Again, all these support the channel, and if you enjoy the channel, if you enjoy my content, and you want to participate in one of these things, of course, I will be eternally grateful to you. All right, so it's time to get into the news because we got some really, really fun, exciting news, and I want to share with you today. It's really cool news. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome. You guys look great, especially you, David. You look great. All right, let's go ahead and go into the show and bring in some background music here. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the show. What are we talking about today? Well, let me share my screen because apparently I was about to. I'm supposed to share my screen, but it's not sharing. Okay, that's not the one. This one. There we go. All right, so the banner. Okay, we're now at Indie Spotlight, and so Indie Spotlight starts here. Okay, so Indie Spotlight. It's the thing that we're talking about right now. Thank you guys so much. No. You the man, Chris. You the man. You the man. All right, so here we are at Steam once again because Steam is the home of all indie games. If you don't know about Steam, Steam is a major platform where you can find so many amazing, incredible games. And this is not sponsored. This is my experience. I love Steam because it's just a crazy, amazing platform where you can find so many cool games. And let me tell you, indie games is where creativity literally breaks the rules. Okay, we are used to Nintendo, we are used to PlayStation, Xbox, right? And and you know what? Just like Xbox, they live in a box. They have their own rules. They can't go outside the lines. If you've never heard this about let's say Nintendo voice actors, whatever, right? For example, Charles Martinet, he will never say anything outside of a Mario character in the Mario verse voice. Like if you ask him to say, "Hey, can you say I love this energy drink" in the Mario voice? He's not gonna say that, first because he's not gonna sponsor that, and second because he respects the character too much. He has his guidelines placed by Nintendo that even though he's not the voice actor, he's an ambassador. He'll continue to go by those guidelines and not go outside the lines. If you want people who paint outside the lines and give you creativity to the max, indie games is where you discover new worlds. Indie games is where you'll discover, things you never thought could be in the game. So encouraging. Okay, so the indie area at the Steam, as you can go here, so today's spotlight has to do with how crazy the sales are always on Steam when it comes to indie games. Okay, so it's crazy because I don't think you'll ever find games that are on sale as much as they are. I'm just like looking at you guys at the chat, just having a silly moment in the chat. So you will find sales as crazy as you do on indie games, okay? Which is crazy. I just bought myself about 5 games, and I only spent under $5 on the indie industry and on the eShop, okay? I'll show you guys later on how I did that. But yeah, you'll never find bigger sales than you do with indie games, and they're always on sale, right? And I could say, unfortunately, maybe they're on sale all the time because the exposure is not there, right, for those games, because these games take time to make. And so, as you can see here, we have My Time Portia, I think it's called, 80% off. 80% off. We have another one called Unrailed. It's 85% off, only at $2.99. We have another one called Pile Up at 50%. Crazy. We also have another one called Accident at 70% off. That's insane. Okay, that is just nuts. Okay, nuts. I see you guys having fun in the chat. I see you guys. All right, and like if you scroll down again, this is the indie area. If you look at these games that they're showing on the trailer, you can't even tell they're indie games because indie games, people have this notion that they look a certain way, but they actually don't. They're just so many, and the variety is so big. You can find games that 8-bit. You can find games that look like Play-Doh. You can find games that look like retro. But then you can find games that look just as good as comparable to these high graphical, AAA games. And so the indie industry is just so wide, and there's so many to choose from, right? You can go from a 2D side-scrolling game to like a AAA looking, shooter type of game like this one right here, which is insane. And so this is the spotlight for today, man. All of these sales. Stray, if you guys knew, Stray was the game of the year winner at one time. Game of the year. It's $17, 40% off here, right? And there are so many other ones here that I encourage you guys to check out whenever you have the chance. It's very well organized. You can click here, top sellers, and they'll show you here. RimWorld Odyssey. They took my name. I have to talk to them about that. Stardew Valley, $14, right? Outer Wilds, yes, Outer Wilds, it is an indie game. You guys know about Balatro. Another indie game here. Project Zombie, there's so many to go over here. And so they also have the top 100 ones, which I can't go over all of them, but there's a lot. There's a lot. All right. So I encourage you, everyone to, Obu and the Secret Forest is a cute Zelda. Hey, you see that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can get that right here from look at this. Obu and the Secret Forest is a cute Zelda-like game. You see? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There's if you like Zelda, Mario, if you like Pokemon, there's a game out there for you in the indie world that is what could potentially be inspired by your favorite game that you might also fall in love with, right? And so here we are. And that's gonna do it, guys, for the indie spotlight for today. I encourage you guys to take a look at Steam again. If you have any questions for me that you want to ask me after the show today over on Discord, make sure you join Discord. And I can recommend a couple of devices like these, cheap devices that can give you access to Steam games. You can also access on your own computer and download some games on your computer, and you just download Steam. Your computer has to have some type of specs, to at least to get some gaming in there, right? If you can play Minecraft, you can play a lot of other games there, So I would just kind of experiment there to see what games play well on your personal computer, because you can, including Mac. Some of the games are available on Mac as well. Some of the games are available on your phone and on Android also. So if you have any questions on that particular thing, you join Discord and I can help you with that and give you some recommendations. I will also be giving away, giving away a couple of these things. I'm gonna make one of the future shows. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up here and give you like a little tour of what this is. Well, this is a computer. You guys know what a computer is, but why I'm using it as a little console instead of a computer for Steam games, because it's phenomenal. So stay tuned for that in the future. Subscribe if you have not done so yet. And so let's move on to the next news here on the show. All right, moving up. Happy Mario Party launch day, right? Mario Party Jamboree TV is out right now, today. Happy Jamboree TV release day. And so if you didn't know yet, if you have NSO, I think you can upgrade for like $10 plus expansion pack. I'm not sure if the free update goes with NSO plus expansion pack. Does it? Let me know in the chat, because I have an expansion pack. Does it give me Jamboree TV, or do I have to pay the $10 extra? It's $20. $20. Okay. So if you have, it's $20 extra. If you already own Mario Party Jamboree, then you pay $20 extra to update to the Jamboree TV, which is awesome. You do need a camera for that one. That's what the TV part stands for, because you are on TV and you play the games as yourself. And so I also have a video on the channel if you want to buy an affordable camera, because the Nintendo Switch 2 runs on more than just one camera. It doesn't have to be the camera that they suggest. You have other cameras. And so yeah, so happy Jamboree TV, everyone. I wanted to go over what Nintendo just showed us right here on their account. It says redeem your My Nintendo Platinum points to collect custom icons from Super Mario Party Jamboree. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV. Available until August 20th at 6 p.m. PT. That does not stand for pants. It stands for Pacific time. I thought at one point I always thought it stands for pants. Like 5 p.m. pants. On Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, the icon elements will be refreshed each week. So, if you have some coins, some silver coins to spend, you can go ahead and redeem those silver coins for some of these icons right here. The icons that they're showing right there. And so they are releasing them by waves. Okay, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and wave 4. So make sure you stay tuned to those waves and don't drown in them. Just make sure you know how to swim through them, because it could get a little bit wavy. And so then we also have here a list of all of the ones that are available here. You can see here there are 10 coins to redeem. You can redeem each little character there from Mario Party Jamboree plus TBD. Mario, we got Bowser, we got Wario, Toad again. We got this Koopa guy, Troopa man, Goomba, and so we also have the backgrounds, right? You can take any of these characters and mix them up with each of these backgrounds here, and you have to pay separately for the backgrounds. So you pay 10 little coins for the character. By the way, the coins you redeem are earned by you playing games, right? So this is Nintendo's way of giving you a rewards, like those reward things that that people get on the other channels, on other systems, like a reward system. But you earn coins that you can redeem for things inside and so, like these right here. So you select your background, and you can even select your the outer part, right? So you can combine this one with this one here and one of these characters to form your very own little guy like this, you see? So as you can see here, there's 3 layers to it. Like there's that yellow part on top, then there's the character itself, and that character is on the background, and this is how they make it. So you select the character, this is the background, and this is the outer part. So yeah, rip. What? Don't say that. Not that cool. All right. So that is Jamboree TV. Let's move on to the next news, and this is collaboration going on between Mad Engine and Pikmin. They launched a collection of very cool stuff here, and here it is. Look how nice it is. Look how nice these looks. I want this shirt so badly. It's a Pikmin shirt, and a little Pikmin button-down shirt, and a Pikmin t-shirt. I'm gonna start wearing more button-down shirts with characters on the show in the future. I'm still looking for them to see if you guys, if you are a shirt company and you make button-down shirts with gaming stuff, send me a couple of them. I might shout you out. And so here we have Pikmin. Pikmin just had a collaboration with Mad Engine, and that's it here. Celebrate those plucky pint-sized Pikmin with the colorful new Mad Engine X Pikmin collection. Available now exclusively at Hot Topic and Box Lunch. So let's go ahead and click on Hot Topic to see what. Oh wow, there's a lot. There's a lot more. Look at that. So we got the Pikmin t-shirts. We got wait, I don't want to. I'm not sure. We got Pikmin t-shirts. The back part has a bigger design, which is crazy. And then the front part has Pikmin. We got the hey, hold up, wait. This is all I wear, so I should give myself at least the hoodie part and wear it here on the show. And the shirt, man. This shirt looks really cool. I mean, you would wear the shirt and just to count how many Pikmin are within the shirt, right? Which is very cool. We got the Pikmin jammies. We got Pikmin sweater And we also got the Pikmin, this one right here. All right, we got Pikmin hats. We got look at this Pikmin hoodie with a little Pikmin little flower. And yeah, I mean, look at all this amazing stuff inspired, or of course Pikmin merch. This is the Hot Topic, and the other store is what other store? Box Lunch. I'm guessing they're the same company. Box Lunch and Hot Topic for Pikmin. All right, let's move on to the next piece of news for today. And as just a reminder, if you have a question, you want to go ahead and super chat that question, and we'll answer that at the end of the show. It could be a question, it could be a comment, it could be a highlight, anything you want to share, you can go ahead and super chat that in, and we will read that at the end of the show. And again, it's all optional. And so we have here another news. The Lego. I was gonna say the Lego movie, but it's not really the Lego movie. It's the Lego system. They have outdone themselves this time. They created the Lego GameBoy model. This is one I need to have. I need to have it. And so it's the Game Boy model with the Super Mario Land game. And so we can see here, it's the Game Boy. The Nintendo and Lego collaboration continues with Lego Game Boy. They have the NES. I'm not sure what else they have. Oh yeah, they have of course the Mario on Yoshi. They also have the Mario Kart, and now they have the Game Boy with Lego, which is incredible. And so when you buy the Lego Game Boy, you get the Mario Land little Game Boy cartridge. This is not work. It doesn't work. It's just it's a display. You get 2 cartridges with it. You get Super Mario Land, and you get The Legend of Zelda with it, and you get these cards here. The cards that you see on the bottom are inserted inside the Game Boy to give it that look. This look here. So that card is inserted inside, and it gives you like you're in the middle of a game, right? And so that is the collaboration. It only goes for $59, which is not bad, right? For the Lego set. Normally Lego is very expensive, and so that's why I never have any of them. But at least $59.99 is not too bad for this Lego Game Boy model set, including the Game Boy set includes the 2 games and the cards to insert inside the Lego set there. All right, so that's awesome. Lego set is awesome, and I cannot wait to have it here on the channel and maybe do like a little video unboxing it and putting it together for you guys. All right, moving on. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment has been rated. Yeah, Chris Lee, yes, you're right. I do have now my first ever Lego set. Thanks to Chris Lee. I got it over there still in the box that I got to put together on the channel, which is crazy. I appreciate you, Chris, for that. And I'm sending Joycey this week, mailing her little links to her address in Texas. All right, so Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment has now been rated in Brazil. And this is good news, because this means we're getting a release date very, very soon. And so with the rumor of the Nintendo Direct coming up next week, then Age of Imprisonment is bound to be there. Get an extended trailer and, of course, a release date for Age of Imprisonment. I cannot wait for this game. This is the prequel, not really a prequel. It's more like it's weird because it's not a prequel, although it is a prequel, but it's not a prequel. In the game, Zelda goes to the past, and so this is everything that happens in the past with Zelda, which is very cool. I don't know if Link is going to be in there. We'll find out, but Age of Imprisonment has been rated in Brazil. So the eagerly awaited Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment has now been rated in Brazil, leading to speculation that the release date for the latest Hyrule Warriors game isn't too far off. Nintendo has yet to give us a firm release date for this title, simply stating that it is scheduled to release this winter on Nintendo Switch 2. Hold up. This winter. So it could be anywhere from December, January, February. A release date could either come in the form of a Nintendo Direct or simply a post on social media or on the app, because they've been taking the app also as a way of announcing release dates and stuff like that. So age of imprisonment has been rated in Brazil. So again, with that rumor of a Nintendo Direct happening next week, this just kind of gives us a little more security on that. Hopefully we do get that Direct. Hopefully we do get a lot of announcements. This is one of them that is on the list without a release date, and we shouldn't get one very soon. But the fact that it says there that they officially stated this is a winter game, it could be December. It could be December, January, and February, right? And so it could be anytime this year or next year. So we'll have to wait. Well, we'll have to wait so next week to find out to see if Nintendo drops this information for us. So for those of you looking forward to Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, you're not too far away. All right, moving on to the next news we got here. June 2025, the Nintendo Switch 2 was the #1 console, and Mario Kart World was number 3. All right, so here we have the rankings of what's happened this week when it comes to Nintendo games and stuff. Let's just read here just a little bit. It says here, U.S. video game hardware and software sales tracker Circana has said that the Nintendo Switch 2 is now the fastest selling video game console in history. Let me read that one more time. Circana has said that the Nintendo Switch 2 is now the fastest selling video game console in history. The console was the best-selling video game hardware in June, with the PS5 pushed to second and Xbox Series X and S to third. Woo! Mario Kart World was the third best-selling video game for the month of June, with Elden Ring, Night Rain at #1 with the software charts. Wow. All right, so basically, Nintendo Switch 2 just came out, and already it is the fastest selling console in history. So congratulations, Nintendo fans out there. You guys made history. You literally made history with the system. It is crazy, and I cannot wait for those of you who have not yet upgraded to upgrade soon. All right, moving on to a very, very, very exciting piece of news. As you guys know, Nintendo has reinitiated the NSO playtest program. NSO playtest program is next Monday. Yeah, so that's today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Only 4 days away. And we already got some feedback. We got some feedback about what the playtest will be. So let's go ahead and read here by Nintendo Music Updates. It says, everyone playing the NSO playtest program next Monday is in for a big surprise. The OTS is so good, and the game is really good too. Peak Fiction. Excited to hear it all over again and put another 60 hours into the game. So that is the update for NSO. Everyone playing the NSO playtest next week Monday is in for a big surprise. The OTS is so big, and the game is... Wait, am I still showing here? I'm still showing in these spotlight news. Hold up. We're talking about Nintendo news. All right, so yeah. For those of you who have been selected to the online playtest program, you are in for a big surprise. The OTS is so good, according to Nintendo Music Update, and the game is really good. Peak Fiction. Excited to hear it all over again and put another 60 hours into the game. Hopefully, maybe this time they also provide more information on what this playtest is about. Maybe they just have a game and they're just periodically testing the servers, right? This could be like an ongoing thing for Nintendo Online playtest. You do have to have Nintendo Online plus expansion pack, so this kind of lets me to believe that it's something related to the expansion pass, right? Maybe for a multiplayer game they might release later on for NSO plus expansion pass. They might be testing the online server for multiplayer for potential newer games coming to Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack, maybe for GameCube. And so I think this is them having an ongoing test of the servers so that they can better improve the online experience for you playing multiplayer games coming soon for NSO plus expansion pack. So these playtest programs are a good thing, right? Because it gives us a way to kind of go in there, play some games with our friends, and just kind of have fun. And then Nintendo to get some feedback for their servers, right? Maybe this is not related to a particular game. This could be something Nintendo is doing now with Switch 2 to make sure that NSO is working the way it should before they launch other titles, right? Other titles that are maybe multiplayer games for GameCube and moving and so on. So, all right, so let's go ahead and move on to the last topic for today. And the last topic for today is a recap of I'm doing this every day. We're gonna be recapping every day what we have now, because today Jamboree TV is out, and so what is next? Okay, so what we have next after Jamboree TV? Well, let's go over to Jamboree TV. Jamboree TV, right here, 7/24/25. That was today. Now the next release we have is in August 14, 2025, which Drag X Drive. That is the next release we have on Nintendo Switch. We also have Kirby in August next month. We have two games next month. We have Drag X Drive, and we have Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the additional pack for Nintendo Switch 2. Now, if you are wanting to pick up Drag X Drive is actually a pretty affordable game. Let's go ahead and look at it here at the Nintendo eShop. It's available now for pre-order if you're interested. And right now, it's only going for, I think it's $19. Yep, $19.99 on the eShop. Now, I played this game over at the Nintendo Switch 2 Experience, and let me tell you, it's really good. It's kind of like a Nintendo Switch sports game, right? And so the cool thing about this game is that you get to use both Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con 2 controllers as a mouse, right? The mouse features on both controllers at the same time, and you kind of have to maneuver the chair to move the character. But as you do so, this game, in my opinion, based on my experience at the Switch 2 event, has the best I would say haptics feedback for the game. Like, if you want to know what the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con 2 controllers are capable of when it comes to haptic feedback, right? This is a great game to pick up. I'm guessing it's not a big game. Maybe it's a small game, depending on the price, right? And again, it's one of those games that Nintendo makes just to show off their technology, right? To show off the new tech in the controllers. And this one, to me, is one that I truly enjoyed. Let me tell you, when you are using the Joy-Con 2 controllers and you're moving forward to move the chair forward, right, with the wheels, you can actually feel the teeth of the wheels hitting the ground, hitting the gravel. Okay, you feel that roughness on the ground with those controllers on your desk. Okay, and so that is just crazy. I'm like, how is this happening? As I'm kind of rolling there, you can feel like like you feel it, which is very, very cool. And so I highly recommend it. $19.99. It's out on October. I keep saying October. August 14th. August 14th. August 14th is out. And then, of course, after the August 14th game, we have Kirby. We have the Kirby expansion pack here on the 28th. And so what does the Kirby game have? Well, it's Kirby. The new Nintendo Switch 2 edition is called Star Cross Worlds. Okay? And as you can see here, it's practically like I would say you go over the same worlds, but this time there is a lot more happening here. You get these upgraded enemies. They look adorable. I already want a plushie of it. And it has they have these crystal things on their heads, right? Which apparently make them more powerful, right? This is the same exact city we went to the first time, but this time it's been crystallized, right? Like you see these little crystals here everywhere, and so same thing here, right? We have another area. I mean, they've revamped every stage. I'm pretty sure they've had to remake or update every stage just to give it that new look for the new cross-world storyline, and so I think this is one of the best updates for any game, just because it gives you like an entirely different game. You go back into the same world, but it's another story, right? Mario Party Jamboree probably gives you more party games, right, and stuff. But I think that Kirby and the Forgotten Land and the Crystal, I was gonna say Crystal Skull like Indiana Jones, Crystal Worlds, Star Cross Worlds. I think is a better deal for your money. If you have to pay $20 to update to that one, I think it's a better deal. So, yeah, looking forward to Kirby Air Riders. So, yeah, that is basically what's coming up next month. Of course, we have October games. There's nothing in September just yet. We'll find out if there's something in September. But October 16th is the very last game we have with the title, with the release date, which is Pokémon Legends Arizona. Yeah. All right, friends. That's the news so far. That's all the news we got today. So, if you guys want to, let me see here. Show comments on the stage. I wonder. Let me click on this. See what happens. Oh yeah, that's not really great. That's not great. All right, friends. Let me go ahead and go back to here. All right, my friends. Yay, Kirby. That's a decent price. That's basically Rocket League. Is it? I haven't played Rocket League. Has anyone played WWE 2K25 on Switch? It's out. I need to pick that up. It's out. I hope we get a Nintendo Direct next week. Yeah, so hopefully we do get a Nintendo Direct next week, and we get answers. So a lot of the games that have yet to get a release date. So, all right, that is going to do it for today's video. If we have there's no Q&A questions in queue right now. So I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys all more than you know. You guys are great. You guys are wonderful. Let me know, like, again, if you guys want to see anything else in this new live show, leave it in the comments below. Not in the live chat, because it doesn't save that. Leave it in the comments below. Okay, if you want to see another segment, a new segment, leave it in the comments below. And I have one more big announcement. One big announcement that I want to make right now. Okay, one big announcement right now. But before I make this announcement, I need to get some emojis in the chat. Let me get some emojis. A lot of emojis. If you are a member, I want you guys to give me all of your member emojis. Give me all of your member emojis before I make this announcement, because there's something that I'm working on that is going to be very fun for all of you. All right. What kind of emoji? This is your time to spam. Go ahead and spam the emoji section. Go ahead and spam it. I'm not seeing enough emojis. If I would, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only if you guys want to hear about the news. I could tell you about the news. All right. So here is the news. This is the something that I am announcing right now. It's a super exciting thing I've been working on. It is called. Let me lower it real quick here. I wonder if I can get access to it right here. Let's see here. Can I get access to it? No. Okay. All right. So I am working on a brand new show in the shorts. Okay. In the shorts. It's called Nintendo Speedrun. It is a live. No, we're not live. It's a trivia, video game trivia show where you will have the opportunity to win up to $100 in eShop money. Okay, so it's called Nintendo, the Nintendo Speedrun show. Okay, it is a trivia show where I will ask you 10 questions, and if you answer all 10 questions, then you can win up to $100 in eShop for the eShop. Okay, the cool thing is that if you make it all the way to the $100 question, then you get to select another member from the channel to be the next contestant on the Nintendo Speedrun. All right, so that's going to be a show coming soon to the shorts. I am recording a couple of first episodes right now, and then you guys will probably get invites to join the show. But the thing is, you have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel, because that's where I'm going to be selecting the people. And make sure that you also join our Discord. That way we can contact you to be on the show. Okay, where you can have a chance to answer some Nintendo trivia questions. And the more you answer, the higher you go on rank, and the more you win. You can win up to $100 in eShop. Now, as the channel grows, that price can go even higher. But it's called the Nintendo Speedrun, a trivia show coming to the Odyssey near you. All right, friends, I hope you guys are excited for the new Nintendo Speedrun show. It's coming very soon. I will see you all in the next one. Before I let you go, never give up and journey on. Let me see if I can find this thing here. Peace.
And power everywhere, from pixel dreams to indie gold, stories waiting to be told.